Hey, it's great to be with you again today. Have you ever wondered why things happen sometimes? Bad things happen, right? It happens all the time. It's bad things don't just happen to bad people. Bad things happen to everybody. But sometimes we kind of get distracted and we think, well, maybe bad things shouldn't happen to good people. When in fact, life just happens, right? Life happens and bad things happen sometimes. But here's something that we should keep in mind. Sometimes bad people do bad things, right? And the Old Testament, yeah, right? Ha! In the Old Testament, uh, Joseph, who was this young teenage boy, right? And his dad loved him very much and showed preference to him over all of his brothers. He gave him this beautiful, cool looking coat, right? Snazzy, multicolored. He wore it around. And Joseph may have been a little bratty. I'm not sure about that. But he may have had a little cocky attitude. And his brothers had enough of him one day and they threw him in this pit, acted like he had been killed, told his dad that an animal had killed him, and they sold him into slavery. It's horrible, right? It's a horrible situation. It's a bad thing. This dad was distraught, right? And Joseph gets taken and he gets into Egypt and he's sold into slavery. And through a series of events, crazy events, right? He becomes the right-hand man of Pharaoh. Yeah, like the guy who rules Egypt. He works his way up through all kinds of circumstances, right? That he was thrown in prison, he was a slave, he was all kinds of bad things were going on. But boom, 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 boom. One thing after another turns out, and Joseph is all of a sudden working for Pharaoh. And a famine comes, and Joseph tells Pharaoh, "Hey, man, we got to before the famine comes, we got to build this storage system." And they do, and they save thousands and thousands of people's lives, including the life of his father and his brothers who come to Egypt to get food. What in the world, right? Here's the thing. God can take horrible circumstances and make awesome things happen out of them. Now, Joseph wasn't always happy. Joseph wasn't always like, oh, this is the best thing ever, sitting in prison, right? Being accused of coming on to his master's wife and he had to run away and, right? All these crazy things happened. But God took each of those circumstances to put Joseph in the right place at the right time. And because of that, well, thousands of people were saved. Can we see that in our lives? Can we look back in bad things that have happened in our lives that prepared us for something down the road that God used to bless others around us or to even bless us? We need to keep our eyes, our ears, and our hearts tuned to God so that even in the worst of times, when we see God working and acting, He can take those times and make awesome things happen. May God continue to pour out His grace, mercy, and blessing on each and every one of us. Until we get to meet again, amen, amen.